Good evening, y'all. I'm over here wrapping up this delicious, dinner. I just got out of the graduation, as you guys can see with the ceremony. Like a full restaurant to myself. A small spot, but people know, real ones that know food, the small spots that are like the hole in the ground type of spots have better food than the commercialized restaurants. So my spot's my spot, really. This is my favorite food, you know what I mean? But I got the fish, I got the avocado, I got some plantains, I got rice beans, salad on the side, a little french fries. Don't forget the fries. But I'm in the gym with it, so you know what I mean? I can do what I want to do, you feel me? But I don't do what's good for you. But this is my celebration meal, you know what I mean? But I just want to be able to kind of show you guys, you know what I mean? Like I said, behind the scenes in regards to what was going on in the ceremony. You know what I mean? You guys got to see what I got to walk through, right? Like I said numerous months of time, whatever you put your mind to, you can truly make it happen. And I'm a testimony of, my experience. And this is where I'm at right now. I'm here dolo, no one's with me. You know what I mean? I just really want to be able to marinate this experience. I'm the one that put the work in. Consistent effort, right? Consistent showing up for myself, and I'm happy. I'm applauding myself, but you know what I mean? This is anything, like I said, that you put your mind to, you truly can make it happen, right? So I'm gonna just wrap up. I'm gonna finish the avocado. I'm gonna take my behind to the house, and I'm gonna get me some rest. And I mean, I find another time where I'm able to celebrate. When it comes to being an internship that's unpaid, you know what I mean? It was what it was. I was able to maintain. I made things happen. But, there'll come a time where I'm able to kind of, really celebrate, aka vacation, just to get to it, right? But right now, I'm just like, I'm happy. I'm pleased. The little things make you happy, right? But yeah, for those that know, like I said, good things truly take time. It truly has been a great experience. It's been, like I said, a lot of hard work, 3 years of just straight commitment to facilitate getting through this program. And today was the day of commencement, right? So the program is done. I'm truly blessed. I made it through, and now I am a mental health counselor, right? So you guys will be seeing me administer services in the future very soon. However, I just want to say to people out there, for the supporters, I want to say thank you, right? Anything that you guys truly put your mind to, you can make it happen for yourself, right? But we got to spend the time to be able to do what we're doing right now, like in a perspective, to really reflect and do this personal development. Because anything that you put your mind to, you can do. But anytime you're intentional, you're really taking it serious, you're going to see the results. So once again, like I said, for my supporters, thank you. Let me finish, wrapping up my meal, and I'll see you on the next one. Hello, y'all. Yesterday was the commencement. I'm officially a mental health counselor, working towards licensure. I'm just, like I said, I'm extremely proud of myself. But the focal point of the lesson that I want people to really take into consideration is, good things take time, right? But beyond that is that anything that you could put your mind to, right, that you're intentional about, that you focus on, right, and that you're diligent and you put the effort into, you will get to the end goal. You'll be able to get the success, whatever that you're looking for, right? And I wanted to really document that process, and I uploaded that, so you'll be able to see that. But on the back end, I just want to give you guys some insight. Yeah, it's a little vibe over here. In regards to the recording, in regards to kind of documenting the commencement, you guys may not have heard, because obviously, like, there's a lot of the echoing, there's a lot going on, a lot of people, etc. But there was people, or a woman, I would say, that was trying to have me basically turn my camera off and basically shut down, the, documentation that I was trying to get, so that I'm able to kind of get like a synopsis of this memorable moment that I was able to make, right, as I put the effort in this program. So at the end of the day, as you guys can see, I got all the content. And I don't care about what anybody says. I was able to, bring you guys along the journey, right? So I was really pushing for that. But at the same time, too, I want to be able to have you guys understand, too, we could do things in class. Don't get it twisted. I was pissed off. I'm like, who is she talking to? Like, I'm a graduate. I'm here. You feel me? Like, what's going on? Why is she telling me to shut my camera off? This ain't no movie audition, etc. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things going on, like I said, behind the scenes, but I was still able to keep, my composure, right? Speak effectively, right? And at the same time, too, like I said, capture all of it, you know what I mean? I got the whole commencement. So I really want us to understand, because when you're doing something productive, when you're doing something positive, there's always going to be the naysayers. There's always going to be someone out there to kind of knock you off your pivot, knock you off your goal. And as you know, when you make a positive impact, this is what's going to happen, right? But like I said, you got to be able to, like I said, keep yourself reassured, keep the self-awareness, and understand that like you're in control. You know what I mean? And you control how you want to go about things, right? So I really wanted to kind of give you guys that aspect, because like I said, it wasn't sweet kind of trying to get everything, and I had to edit and kind of get everything together. But this is what's going on behind the scenes. And I captured and I got that, the information, I got the whole commencement, etc. But I also want to give you guys some insight because, you know, on a personal level, I was at commencement by myself, right? And for those that know me, for me, like kind of coming into myself and my healing journey, I really am big on, you know, authenticity. I'm big on, you know, personal development. I'm big on, you feel me? Doing what's beneficial for you, right? Because like I said, for those that are coming from dysfunctional homes, you've been controlled, you've been manipulated, you've been taught from the flow up, you've been going through immense stress because you're just a lot of things going on in your dynamic. And I don't know your dynamic, but I know my dynamic, right? And I'm not gonna sit here and get too, how you doing?
Doing good, how you doing?
Good, good. I'm not gonna sit here and get too detailed in regards to what I got going on behind the scenes, because I'm not trying to, you know what I mean, put the darkness or shed that light on my family. They know what's going on, right? But in regards to me, just kind of just being direct to you, is that, you know, do what's beneficial for you. I'm a big on, like I said, authenticity. I have my values. I have my morals. I have, you know, characteristics that are important to me. And everybody, including family, including your friends, including people out there in the world, we're all gonna have our differences, right? However, like I said, you have to do what's gonna be beneficial for you. When it comes to me navigating through this process, I had minimal support from my family. I gotta keep it a buck with you. I gotta keep it a buck with you. You know what I mean? And I just don't think, for me, it's best suited for me to have individuals to come support me on a big day that they wasn't with you within that process, right? Everybody's different. You got people looking at me like, what? What's your family? I don't care, right? I developed myself to be this person that I am right now. I had to get continuous support. I was blessed to have a mentor. I was blessed to get myself, you know, into therapy, right? I put in the work, right? Throughout all of this program, which was a hard 3 years of my life, I went through the fire with the family on the back end, right? And I did it alone. And that's why I'm really big on doing all this mental health stuff, because I am a big advocate and I am an example of mental health, right? When it comes to resilience, when it comes to stress, when it comes to struggle, when it comes to all of this rumination, these thoughts and all this stress coming amongst your body, I had to navigate through this, right? So I'm letting you know, anything's possible when you put your mind to it. Anything's possible when you seek positivity. Anything is possible when you really do things that are beneficial for you, right? It's uncomfortable to become, you know what I mean? It's uncomfortable to become comfortable, but we got to get used to, you know what I mean, the unknown. And I walked through the light. I walked through this, you know what I mean, this path alone. And I'm letting you know, like, yo, don't let anything, you know what I mean, trick you outside your position. It's all about the perception, right? There could be 100 people in the room, 5 people in the room, 10,000 people in the room, right? As long as you have awareness and you have your reassure amongst yourself, that's all that matters. So like I said, once again, do things that's going to be beneficial for you. Walk in your light, walk in your purpose, walk in positivity. And like I said, you know, you're going to see things change gradually in your life. But I really wanted you guys to, like I said, get some insight in regards to what was going on in the commencement, get some insight what's going on to me, like, you know what I mean, how I was able to navigate, you know what I mean, like getting to the stage and how things were really going on the back end. I just really wanted this video to kind of be short and kind of just give you, you know, the meats and potatoes. But like I said, I really want you guys to understand that, yo, anything that you truly put your mind to, you can really make it happen, yo. And like I said, based on my situation, you can clearly see people ain't trying to have me document, you know what I mean, positive, you know what I mean, grace of what's really going on for I don't know what reason, you feel me? But I gotta do what I gotta do, and I gotta keep pushing this message because it needs to be heard. You matter, we all matter, right? But we have to start within, we have to look within, and we gotta do better. But it starts based on our decisions, right? So I'm gonna close it here. Stay blessed, you know what I mean? And keep doing what's beneficial for you with that positive that mindset. Take it easy.